Many years ago, in the beautiful and bustling city of Calabar, there lived a man called Chief Ekong. He was known as a very serious man, the type whose presence alone could calm a noisy room. People respected him not because he shouted, but because his quietness carried weight. His silence could settle arguments faster than a judge banging a gavel. Chief Ekong worked like a man whose destiny had been boldly written. Every morning he stepped out in a spotless senator outfit, his shoes shining so brightly they could show your reflection. And every evening he returned home with dusty trousers, tired eyes, and endless stories about traffic, stubborn contractors, failing generators, and a world that refused to slow down for him. At home he lived like a traditional firstborn, disciplined, strict, unbending. His wife, Akita, respected him deeply, so deeply that she even called him Chief inside the bedroom. "Chief, your food is ready," she would say. And if she mistakenly called his name, she quickly cleared her throat and corrected herself, almost like a servant afraid of being disrespectful. They had 3 children, and each one of them had mastered the language of their father's moods. If Chief Ekong merely cleared his throat, silence immediately filled the air. If he called Ini, the firstborn, everyone knew a big issue had reached advanced level. If he stared at EA without saying a word, EA already knew a punishment was loading like slow network. As for little Unoyo, she didn't need a warning at all. Once she saw Daddy adjust his sitting position, she quietly carried her toy and disappeared before thunder would strike. So imagine their shock when one Wednesday evening, Chief walked into the house holding his phone with both hands, as if it were a fragile egg. Everyone shifted instantly. Akita peeked from the kitchen, her face full of concern. "Chief, is everything okay?" she asked cautiously. But Chief didn't respond. He walked into the sitting room and, for the first time in years, he didn't complain about traffic, didn't ask what was for dinner, didn't shout about the generator, and didn't ask why the children were making noise. Instead, he sat down and smiled at his phone. The children exchanged terrified glances. Ini leaned closer to EA, whispering, "Is Daddy all right?" EA shook his head slowly. "This is not Daddy behavior." Unoyo added with big eyes, "Daddy is smiling too much." What none of them knew was that earlier that day at his office, an unexpected event had taken place. A young office assistant had mistakenly played a loud TikTok video during work hours. People in the video were dancing wildly, shouting confusing Gen Z phrases like, "We outside," "Say less," "Energy." From inside his office, Chief had shouted, "Who is making that useless noise?" The frightened boy rushed into his office with the phone. "Sir, it's just TikTok. This is what young people are watching now." Chief pushed his glasses up. "Trending? Let me see." He watched for 3 seconds, then 10, then 60. He muttered, stretching his neck. "Play that one again." That moment planted a dangerous seed. That night, instead of sleeping by 9 p.m. as usual, Chief was awake past midnight, hiding under the blanket like a teenage boy in boarding school with a forbidden torchlight. He downloaded TikTok, then Instagram, then Snapchat. Before morning, Gen Z slang had entered his blood like electricity. At breakfast the next day, Akita greeted him politely. "Good morning, Chief." Chief smirked and replied casually, "What's cooking?" Her spoon almost dropped. "Chief, what did you say?" He laughed like a mischievous youth. "I said what's cooking now. You people are too old school." The children burst into uncontrollable laughter. "Daddy, stop." "Daddy, no!" "Daddy, that is not how to talk." But Chief folded his arms proudly. "You think it's a joke? I am updating myself." They thought it would end there. Oh, how wrong they were. The following Sunday, instead of his usual white senator wear, he appeared in tight black skinny jeans, dark shades, and a confidently tucked-in shirt. At church, people stared like a celebrity had arrived. One elder whispered, "Is Chief Ekong acting in a music video?" Another responded, "This must be midlife crisis." After the service, a woman pulled Akita aside. "Your husband now looks like an Instagram uncle." Akita nearly fainted from embarrassment. But Chief, he was enjoying himself. His transformation only accelerated. He greeted his children like this. "Morning, my G." "Good night, young blood." He called his wife my person and started taking mirror selfies nobody asked for. One day, Innie pleaded, "Daddy, please stop posting pictures, my classmates follow you." But Chief dismissed him with a wave. Fame does not respect age. One evening, Chief suddenly dropped his spoon at dinner. "I will attend the next PTA meeting in full drip." Innie almost choked. EA froze. Unoya whispered, "Daddy, will you wear normal clothes?" Chief grinned. "We outside." Fear entered that house and refused to leave. That night, Chief stood in front of the mirror inspecting his gray beard. "They think I am old," he muttered. "But they will soon see Big Ekong is still relevant." By morning, he had made up his mind. He told Ekite he was going for site inspection. "Site inspection with jeans?" she asked suspiciously. Chief smiled. "My persona branding is important." Instead, he drove straight to Watt Market, a place where shame dies quickly. Vendors rushed him instantly. "Chairman, come see Drip. Uncle Original Bad Jeans here. Boss, we go package you." Despite all spiritual warnings, Chief bought ripped jeans, blinking light sneakers, a massive hoodie, and a jet black dreadlock wig. "Sir, even your ancestors won't know the difference," a boy assured him. Chief nodded proudly, completely unaware he was digging his own pit. He even visited a tailor. "Uncle, is this for a music video?" the tailor asked politely. "For a school meeting," Chief replied with confidence. The tailor swallowed hard. When Chief finally returned home with 2 black market bags swinging in his hands, that was the moment the real drama began.